Okay, now we are at the very last part of making this hat. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is I am going to thread this yarning needle. And so I kind of fold it in half. Sometimes it helps to thread it if you fold it in half. And remember, I have 2 strings on here because I had to double it up to make it less holey. Okay, so now that you have your strings on your yarning needle, find little Mr. Nubby right here. And it's just a good place to start. So what you'll want to do is you want to stick the needle underneath this yarn and pop it off the peg, and at the same time thread it through. Thread the string through. And you'll want to do that for every single peg. Just pop it under right there. Make sure that you pop it off the loops off of the peg and then pull the strings all the way through. Just like so. And so what this is going to do essentially, after you get done going all the way around, you're going to be able to singe the hat together, and it will just form a hat that way. And then you will get a choice of whether or not you want to make a pom-pom on top of your hat. I personally like pom-poms, so I am going to make one. And that's what I'm going to do. And I'll show you guys as well how to make a pom-pom. There are several different ways too, but the easiest that I found that I like is to just use a toilet paper roll. I know that sounds funny, but for me, it's just the easiest. I had seen in one of my boxes of Mary Maxim, there was a hat that came with it and how to make a pom-pom. And I tried to do it their way. Or actually, no, I didn't. I lied. I didn't try to do it their way. I figured that I'm too clumsy to wrap the yarn around my fingers and then try to go from there. Like, that was just not going to happen for me. And then another way is to use a pom-pom loom. And I actually have one, and I tried. And for me, that was not going to work for me as well. I actually tried it, and I don't know. You can't wrap, for me, I couldn't wrap as much string around it as I like, because I like a full pom-pom. I like a big old fatty pom-pom, and that just was not going to work out for me. So the best way for me is to use a toilet paper roll. A good old-fashioned toilet paper roll pom-pom. So, okay, that's just how you do this part. I'm going to pause it and come back. Okay, so it just automatically came off the loom when I went and threaded it all. And all I have to do now is pull on the string, and it's going to automatically start coming together. See that? Like so. And you keep pulling and you keep pulling. Just keep pulling, just keep pulling. Okay. Oh, did my string break? No, it's still on there. Okay. So now that you have it cinched closed like this, you can make, well, whether or not you want a pom-pom, you're going to have to close the gaps. And so what I'm going to do to close the gap is go from this side. Actually, I'm going to turn it inside out and do it that way. I think it will look better if I do it that way. So I'll just stick it up through this hole. Sorry, my nose was in the way. The nose knows, it always knows. Okay, and then I'm gonna go to this side. And you just keep going opposite sides and see how it just closes that little hole up even more. And so you go back and forth. And if this is not the best video quality, I apologize, but it is what it is. And if you don't like it, don't watch me. And there you go. I know that I'm not very good at my videos, but like I had said before to someone's comment, this is a learning experience for me. This is my adventure, and as I practice more, I'll get better. And as I read up more and, read up on how to make better, well, see, that's why I do it on the inside out. If I mess up like that, it's not a big deal. No one's going to care. And that's why I turn it inside out. And that's probably good enough right there. And so I'll flip it back over. Yep, good enough. I'm not an expert, but I thought I'd just show you. And that's what the top looks like. And it just kind of bunches up like that. And if there's, see, like this little piece is sticking out, I would just thread it in at the very end and make it pretty. And if you find that, like if one of these stitches were too small or whatever, then I would just stick my needle in it and kind of make it bigger. And that's it. Okay, so now we're going to work on, and I'll just cut this off later. Now we're going to work on the toilet paper pom-pom. So I just stick this string through it. You want to leave like a long enough string because I'm going to, on both sides, because at the end of the pom-pom, I'm going to wrap it, and then I'll have it be tied on the inside, and that way, if they want to, and I'll just tie it in a bow on the inside, and if they want to wash the hat, then they can just take the pom-pom off, if they want. Okay, so I got long enough. Now, where did I put my, here's my scissors. I am just going to make sure that that's long enough string right there, just like that. That's plenty long enough. And now I could start my wrapping adventures. This is going to get my way. I'm going to shove it inside. Okay. That's all you do. And I'm going to wrap a lot. And you just kind of, you know, keep it as evenly wrapped as you can throughout. And like I said, I like a bushy pom-pom, so I'm going to make it thick. And I found I could not do this on the the pom-pom loom, because it kept falling off. I didn't like it. I just go back and forth. And you all can do how big you like. Okay. So now I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to cut all these strings right now. Preferably have sharper scissors than these. Oops, I forgot a string. Whoop. Oops. Oh, who cares about that one? Okay. So now, I don't know why I pulled it all the way out. Make sure that string's in there. Okay. It's like a little bundle. Now I'm going to wrap my string around this yarn, and I'm going to tie this really tight. Oh, I keep putting my nose in it, sorry. Okay, you want it really tight, so I'm pulling it. Okay. Now you take it and you put it up. And now this is where we're going to do a trim job. And we're going to trim all this off. And it's going to be nice and bushy. Okay, I'm going to have to vacuum after this. So, whatever length you think you're going to like, there's like not really one way to do this. There's not a right way, just whatever you prefer. You know, you can have a little flat top. I really need sharper scissors. I have some really, really sharp scissors, but I'll probably end up cutting my finger off in front of everybody if I used them. Because I'm kind of a klutz with things, and that's how I am. That's how God made me. That's how I am. You shake it out. That doesn't look right. I think I needed... you know, I don't think I wrapped enough yarn to how I like it. So I'm going to redo this. Or I'm just going to do it again and then add to it. Because even if I cut it shorter, it's not as full as I'd like. So I'm going to show you guys what to do. If it's not as full as you'd like, take this out. And I'm going to leave this mistake in because that's real life. No one's perfect. I'm not very good with cutting vegetables either. I don't know how many times I've cut myself or burnt myself. I'm just careless in that type of a way, but it's okay. Because I have my strengths. Good thing I'm not a brain surgeon. That would go well. Okay, I'm gonna make this a little more even. Oh, I really don't like these scissors. I think my son's safety scissors that I used the other day worked a lot better than this. For some reason. Anyways, you get the drift. Just cut the tops off. I tried to make the very top, like, equal all over. And then I think it... Okay, we still need to cut some. But I really like how full that is. I'm really liking the fullness. Just need to get this a little tighter. I'm trying to tie this a little tighter down here. So I'm gonna put a knot in it. There. Wait, that's my turkey sound. I don't know why I did it for this. Let's see, I'll just kind of give the bottom parts a little trim. Okay, still don't like how long this is at the top. This is going to be a long video. Oh, dang. It's 20 minutes. Sorry, guys. It's looking better, huh? It kind of looks like a kush ball. Kush. That reminds me of King and Queens. Yoo-hoo! Doug Heffernan and his boss were playing with a kush ball. And Doug wanted his kush ball back, but was too passive to ask his boss for his kush ball back. And so he started saying, "Yoo!" like that, trying to get him trying to cue him to hand it back. So I just thought it was funny. Me and my husband joke around about that. You know, it's almost to where I want it. I just want this a little shorter. Oh, that's a beauty. Yeah, there we go. That's how I like it, just like that. So now, so I can hurry up and I'm just going to give it a little trim at the bottom. I like it a little shorter at the bottom than at the top. Okay, we're almost done. I don't know why I'm being so anal about this. You like my sea of redness? Okay. Shake it off. Yeah, I like that. And it could probably be a little shorter, but I might give it a little trim, but you get the drift. Like, oh, I like it. Okay. It's gonna look really nice. A big old fatty pom-pom. So, now, I am going, okay, make these strings equal, and then I'm gonna thread my darning needle again. So I just fold it in half. Makes it more stiff to get through the hole easier. Yeah, so then I'm just gonna take my top of my hat, put it right in the middle, and pull it through.